Okay, today I'm going to show you how to clean up and maintain your levels. All right, so the key for this is wood level. All right, this is the cricks that I talked about before, and I'm going to show you how to get the level from looking like this to looking like the same as the day you bought it. Okay, this one I've already completed and I've finished up. So let's talk about the first things you're going to need. You are going to need a razor blade. Usually what I do is I take the razor blade and I split it in half. All right, you're going to need some type of rag, okay? Some kind of sander. So you can use a sanding block that you use, a hand sanding block on sheetrock. This one I have a palm sander. Be careful though if you use a pond sander like I am. This one is a 120 grit. You want something pretty light because with a heavier grit you could really do some damage to your level. Alright, and last but not least, I have some raw linseed oil. This can be difficult to get your hands on. This one I actually ordered through Crick with a care package, but this is what you want to have right here, this stuff right here. This is specifically for cleaning up and refurbishing your levels, okay? So the first thing that I do is I take the razor blade and I we'll trouble picking up. Okay, so come on, zoom in here real quick. So you see how dirty this is, and mortar builds up in here and gets these kind of clogged up, and it makes it difficult to see the levels. So what I'll do is I'll take a razor blade and I'll just simply scrape that all out on both sides. Now you want to make sure that you're using it like this, because like at an angle as I'm scraping through like that, not like this, because you don't want to scrape up your glass. Over repeated use you can really make it so you can't see very good in there. These also can be replaced. These ones are getting there where they're getting a little beat up, but they're still doing the job. Okay, so once you've gone through all of your glass valves there, scrape them up, clean them. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to sand the level. Again, with a palm sander, I'm going to give it a nice once over. So as you can see, all of this dirt that's collected on here, it's pretty much going to be gone. And I'm not going to go crazy here, and it's going to be gone. Alright, so I'm pretty happy with that. Now one of the things you could say is that you still see all these marks and it's kind of dirty yet. You'll see in a minute that will clear up quite easily and it'll be no longer there. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my rag. Alright, now one of the most common problems that I see students all the time is overdoing this. It doesn't take a lot. It doesn't need much at all. Alright, so I'm going to show you what I'm basically going to do. Place it over the top, flip it over like so, and that's what I got. That's it. That's going to do two sides of this level right here. So, hold it like so, and run it in. Now, one of the things you want to be careful of is don't get it on the glass. You're only trying to get it on the wood. So, what does this do to the wood? This actually moistens and softens up the wood. You want the wood to keep, you want the wood not to dry out. Once the wood starts to dry out, you're going to get cracking. And as you know from the mortar boards in class, the mortar absorbs a lot of that water, a lot of the moisture, and that's what's going to cause the cracking on your level. So, and that was it. That wasn't very much, and that pretty much did it. So if you come in and look, here's the two sides that I've done, and there's the sides that I haven't done yet. And you can clearly see how much nice and cleaner they are. So for me, I'm not going to do the other side. You guys get the idea, but when they get like this, I'll typically, just like the ones I already have over here, I'll hang them up. let them dry. Usually takes about 2 days. They get a little tacky and a little bit stinky. So you want to let them, yeah, Reese is complaining because it stinks. But you want to let them dry up, and then they get a lot easier to use. How often should you do this? So for me, it really wasn't a time frame. It was more like when a job was done. So some of our jobs would be up to like 3 months. I wouldn't do anything for 3 months. The job would get done. I'd take my levels home, and that's when I would do this to my levels, and then head to your next job. And next job would maybe take another 2 or 3 months, and then I'd bring them back and do them again. There is such thing as overdoing this, but this is something you want to make sure that you do to your levels. It will increase the longevity of them. It softens them. It keeps them nice and from cracking and stuff like that. And it just plain makes them look nicer. When you make the investment on a nice level like this, you definitely want to take care of it. All right? Thank you.